guys, and welcome back to another video and the final video makeup look of my Harry Potter series. I do apologise that it's a little bit on the late side out. Like, I think in my last video I said I would have it out the same week, but work and events and stuff like that has got in the way. We are coming into sort of vintage season and the vintage 1940s circuit of events. So I mean, I first sort of one at the weekend, and so I should have been filming at the weekend, but I was out at an event as well as work. So I do apologise that this one is a little bit on the late side out. It is within like my 2 weekly schedule, so it's not overly that bad. But it is slightly late out, which I do apologise, guys. So we are going to be doing Hufflepuff today, and this one I thought I would do as less of a dramatic makeup look. So because I feel like Hufflepuffs would have been on like the quieter side of life, same with Ravenclaws, probably a little bit more quieter than your Gryffindor and your Slytherin. This one is going to be more of a wearable look compared to some of the others, but it's still gonna scream sort of Hufflepuff as such. Obviously, like with all of them, I will be using the little Hufflepuff palette that's from Shein, along with a couple of others. And yeah, let's get on with this video. So I have already started with my skincare, which is the Aveeno Daily Moisturizer. You guys know I use this before my makeup all the time. I've had this bottle for ages as well, so my skin does look a little bit red. I did take off my work makeup prior to filming this because I was on a morning shift today, so we had makeup on for work and I took it off just to like film this video, and I wanted to start with a fresh base, so yeah. So we're gonna start out by doing the eyes and then doing all my face makeup afterwards. So we're going to start off with, I'm trying out a new brow combo, purely because when I went to the hairdressers last, they told me my natural colour was like a dark blonde, and I feel like I've been filling in my brows like really dark because I always thought my natural hair was really dark. Turns out it's not. So I'm doing a combo of my old brow pencil, which is the Primark brow pencil in the shade dark brown, purely because I want to use this up. I don't want to waste a brow pencil. And then mixing it with the Primark brow pencil again, but in the shade just brown, which is lighter in tone. If I put them next to each other, it's like lighter in tone. So I'll put it like that. You can see the tone difference. And so what I'm going to do is do the outer like portion of my brow in the dark brown, and the front portion of my brow in the lighter brown shade. And I've been trying this out for the past couple of days and I actually quite like it, but I am purely doing it to use up that dark brown pencil. So I'm just pushing my brows down and I'm trying to get quite a high arch with it, just so I have more space for eyeshadow. And then, like I say, I'm going to fill the back end in. So yeah, I'm going to fill the back end in with my darker brown, and then the front portion with the lighter brown. And then I'm just going to take my spoolie and brush this through the front portion. So that is my brows filled in. I will obviously clean them up a little bit, but that's them filled in at least. Now, they don't actually look much different to how I used to do them, but I know they're different, so that's the thing. So then I'm going in with the Sheglam Like Magic 12-Hour Full Coverage Concealer in the shade Linen. This is what I've been using recently. You guys already know that. But I am just going to pop a little bit of that on my lid to act as like a base. And I'm going to tap it in with my finger. And because I'm using yellow, I want quite a bright base to really make the colour pop. And then I am just going to take a little bit of that and a brush, when I find a brush, and just carve out my brows as well. So I've just carved out my brows off camera, but this is my base for my eyes. And we are going to try two different yellows. They are both from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, so if you guys don't like Jeffree Star, find an alternative. I'm not going to search for one for you because I personally like Jeffree Star's products. So we're going into the Thirsty palette, and we're going to try the shade Quench from here, see how pigmented that comes out. And we're also going to go into the Jawbreaker palette and try the shade Wow from this one, just to again see how pigmented we're going to get with this. And I'm just taking a flat brush. I'm only using a small one for now, and just to really pack it on my lid. So I'm starting out with the shade Quench and see how pigmented I can get this. So on camera that doesn't actually look that pigmented, and in real life it doesn't either. So I'm going to try the other shade, which was Wow. So this one seems to be a lot more pigmented than the other one, probably because it's a later palette of his. But I'm just really packing that on to the lid. I'm actually just going to take it slightly above the lid. I have slightly hooded eyes, so I want to really be able to see it, and I will be blending it out with more neutral tones once I've got it packed on and in place where I want it. So I've got that packed on. Now I'm going to blend it out with some more neutral tones. So I'm going to start by going in. So I'm going to start by going in with the shade Cone from the Jawbreaker palette and just buff that in. Now I've chosen this colour because it's got slightly more of a orangey undertone. And I just want that. I feel like this yellow is definitely very yellow, but definitely on the cooler side of the tone yellow. and so this is why I'm adding in this cone shade, just to bring some warmth in. So you'll see what I mean, it's just brought a little bit of warmth in. And then I'm gonna go into the Hufflepuff palette. I'm actually gonna take this shade here, which is called Humility. It is the one that's got the badger imprinted on it. And again, I'm just going to use that to bring some warmth in. So I'm just swishing that black back and forth, more in my crease than anything, just to bring in some warmth. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Hard Work. And just again blend that out. I'm actually blending that roughly up to my brow bone. Then I'm just going to take a hint of white and just pop that in just above that to really blend it. So that is my blended yellow look. Slightly more wearable than the others. So I'm going to do the other eye off camera and then come back and finish this. So the basic of this eye is done. Done the same thing to the lid, added the under eye and added a wing with an inner corner. So all I need to finish on this eye is lashes, which I will do at the same time as doing this eye. So what I did was popped on some concealer underneath my eye, and then I used the same sort of combo. So the bright yellow of the Wow colour under the eye. I took it pretty much all the way to the inner corner, and then the shade Humility from the Hufflepuff palette to really blend that out and in with this sort of smoky situation that's going on. And then I just took my black eyeliner, which is the W7 Aye Aye Captain Eyeliner, and just did a really strong wing. Like so, and that is the eye look for this makeup look. I'm gonna do my lashes very quickly. So all I'm using for my lashes is these 3/4 lashes from Shein, along with my Benefit roller mascara. And I'm only applying the mascara to my upper lashes, not my bottom lashes. So lashes are on. I'm just going to finish off my base makeup and then do something. We're going to do my base makeup first. So I'm going to go in with the Sheglam Skinfinite Hydrating Foundation in the shade Porcelain. It's one I've been using recently. I'm just blending that in with my beauty blender. And then because I've already done the concealer under my eyes, I'm going to go in with my contour, which is the Skin Sculpt Liquid Contour in the shade Soft Tan. And again, I'm just going to blend that out with a beauty blender, just a different one that I use for my contour. And then I'm going to go in with my blush, which is the Colour Bloom Liquid Blush in the shade Rose Ritual. Now I'm not going to apply a lot of this just because I feel like it's going to maybe clash a little bit with the eyeshadow, but I still want some colour in my cheeks. And again, a different beauty blender that I use for my blush. I'm just going to blend that in. Just like so. And then because this look is more on the yellow side, I'm actually going to take the shimmer shade from the eyeshadow palette, this is called Trustworthy, and use this as a bit of a highlight. So it gives me more of a golden glow than like an ice white glow. And then for my lips, because I actually feel this is very like somewhat 60s look, I am just going to go in with a neutral lip. So I'm going to go in with the Sheglam liquid lipstick in the shade Damsel and pair that with my Ted Baker bullet lipstick. Don't ask me what shade the Ted Baker one is, I don't know, it's not got a label on. And I think also just to make the lips a little bit lighter in the centre, I'm going to go in with the Make It Revolution Iconic Matte lipstick in the shade Jeffree. Just pop that in the center. And this is the finished look for Hufflepuff. Definitely something more wearable compared to the other looks that I have done for this series, and definitely something more summery considering we are going into summer, although today's weather in the UK would say otherwise. But yeah, definitely something more wearable, very bright, but you've got that stark contrast with the black, which I quite like. I feel like it's a little bit more on the side of 60s glam, like they always wore bright, colourful stuff. So yeah. All products that I used will be listed in the description box down below for you guys, along with all of my social media. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get notified of when I upload. And I shall see you in the next video. Bye guys!